All right, folks, it is 12:27 on the 4th of July, 2021, and I am at northbound mile 1943.6 at Sawyer Brook, and I'm going to go ahead and record a point of view shot of the entire climb, 1.3 miles. Not a crazy climb, but hopefully it'll show you what southern Maine is like. 1.3 miles up to the peak of Moody Mountain. So yeah, 1.3 miles. We're going to be gaining 1,286 feet of elevation. So that's an average grade of 18.7%. So obviously there'll be points at which the grade is lower, points at which the grade is higher, but over that 1.3 miles, it'll be an average of 18.7%. So yeah, time right now 12:30 on the nose according to my watch. We'll go ahead and get going. This isn't going to be a usual one of my traveling beat daily videos. This is one of my bonus videos, so just a POV of the climb. Not much talking, not much narrative, just trail conditions. Looks like there's a couple guys up here talking. They've been here a couple minutes. So how you going, Tech?
Hey, how's it going?
Pretty great.
Keep moving. All right.
Go ahead, yep. Brother.
How you feeling?
Not too bad.
Not too
better.
bad.
I'm glad it's not raining.
Good, good, good. That's the spirit.
Yeah.
Alrighty, man.
Good luck with the rest of your hike.
Thank you, thank you. You too. It's Travelin' Beat.
Traveling beat. All right.
Yep. I'll drop you a message or something on one of yours. Alrighty. That's a cool tree. Look at that. Totally engulfing that rock. You gonna be all right with that pack? Do you want me to throw that in mine? Oh, sorry, you're good. Are you good to carry your pack? Do you wanna? You got all right. I'll just go ahead and say it. I always think it's a mistake to hike with headphones that loud. I don't know why you'd want to totally close off one of your senses to the world, but it's all good. Hike your own hike. way up a little. Got my trekking pole caught in a root in a rock. That's happened more in Maine than it has the entire hike to here. Tilt you up a touch more. Be wary of this sort of thing. These buggers, they are slick, slick, slick when they're wet. Now we're looking a little more like Maine. The word that comes to mind that I've heard used for Maine is rugged. Yeah, it's just rugged. It's roots and rocks every which way. This way? Yeah, right. How you going?
Good.
Oh man. No real telling where the trail is.
Yeah.
Safe bet it's the one that goes up though.
Yep. Oh, does it?
There it
does
is.
the same thing going down the other side.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
All right. Have a good one. Got my trekking pole caught again just there. Oh, here we go. That's pretty fun.
Broke my headphones.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah. Go ahead.
You good?
I started new.
You want me to, if that bag's tearing you up, do you want me to throw it in my pack?
No, that's alright. I'll get it.
I mean, I don't mind. I don't got anything in there right now.
I appreciate that.
All right. Wow, look at that tree, man. Just peeling off the rock. Wow. That's pretty neat. This is basically just what most days are when you hike the Appalachian Trail. You just kind of walk along. This is nice. Trekking poles slip. A lot of this earth too, it's mostly just rocks and roots with a whole bunch of needles and leaves piled on top. So every now and then you gotta place down your trekking pole and you just kind of you just pop through a little trap and there's just nothing but a big open cavity below there. So it might look like earth, but really you just kind of pop your trekking pole through. So it's a sort of a strange thing when you gotta both rely on the trekking pole for balance and weight distribution and propulsion and all that, but at the same time not rely on it all the way. Because what you don't want to do, shift your weight to a trekking pole that just pops through and drops down into a cavity, because then you drop down. That's not good. Bit. Right here, the biggest thing is footing. Wet root, wet rocks, wet mud. Any and all of those will mess up your day. Let's see what this sign says. Viewpoint. You think we should go? Let's go. So here's a detour. We'll see what we see. Looks pretty cool. Wow, nice. Yep. Not too bad. All right. Maybe I'll take a quick picture, actually. Oh, excuse me. Whole bunch of pictures. Hopefully one comes out. All right. Onward and upward to Moody Mountain. I'm a big believer in reading every sign. I don't care if it's oriented the wrong way. I don't care if it says nothing that pertains to me. I don't care if I know exactly where I am and exactly what I'm doing. Someone carried that hunk of wood and the screws and the hammer or whatever. They probably carried it for a reason. I've met tons of people on the trail who have walked many miles above and beyond, all for want of having read a simple sign, which would have quite literally pointed them in the right direction. That's alright. Another little flat straightaway right here. So both the shirtless fellow we've met and the other guy, Tech, who was wearing a blue shirt, I think he was wearing a blue shirt, they were both at the hostel I was at last night, the Cabin, which is a great spot near Andover, Maine. The shirtless guy, I guess the story was his shirt was kind of chafing him, and he's just out for a slack pack today, just like me. I don't have anything in my pack at all today, not really. But his shirt was chafing him, so took off his shirt, and then the pack that he grabbed for the slack pack was rubbing him sore around the hip on his back. So that's why I was offering to grab his pack for him. I mean, if I'm used to carrying whatever I'm used to carrying, 30 pounds plus, it doesn't really bother me to help a guy out. But he said no, and that's just fine with me. Okay, now we're getting to some more Maine type stuff too. These long, flat rocks that can be pretty treacherous in the wet. This one looks like one of the slightly grippier variety of rock. I know nothing of rock, just the simple observations I've made while on trail. Obviously, I never want to imperil myself unreasonably, but if given an option, it's always better for the flora, especially in some of this more sensitive environment, to just go ahead and walk on the rock. So if you think you can go ahead and get away with walking on the rock without slipping and hurting yourself, then always better to err on that side of things than to go traipsing over the mud or the moss or anything else. Kind of curious about these POV videos. I've done two before this one. I did one across Franconia Ridge, going from Mount Liberty over Little Haystack, across Mount Lincoln, and up Mount Lafayette. That was just a couple weeks ago or something. And then I did one more from Lake of the Clouds hut in the Whites up to Mount Washington, the second highest point on the Appalachian Trail. So this is my third, far less dramatic. Kind of both of those are known for being like, I mean, iconic pieces of the whole trail. I mean, over 2,000 mountains, or over 2,000 miles, and that one, those two are definitely like in the top half dozen spots on the whole trail. Unfortunately, Moody Mountain doesn't have quite the same reputation, but I was kind of curious what you guys think of these POVs. So make sure, if you're still watching this, drop a comment, because I'd be curious to know if you're still watching this. I feel like I should say a code word, and that way I'll know which comments actually watched. But alas, I had no code word, so that's alright. Hopefully it's helpful for you. Here's another good little climb. Alright. I think we're getting close. What time is it? 1:07. So yeah. Head about squares. Golly, what mountain is that? I don't do this every time, but look at that one off in the distance. I hope that comes out in the video. I don't do this every time, but I'm going to go ahead and take out my phone, pull out a compass, figure out what in the world is going on and what mountain that is off in the distance. Cool. Well, here's a lesson you can learn. My phone is saying that's like south-southeast, and my watch is saying it's north. Alright, well, that's not going to help me. Dead Reckoning Against the Topographic says that it's more like east. I'm going to put that at about 20 or 30 miles. The official answer is I have no idea what mountain that is. But it's darned impressive, and if you know, sure would love to hear from you. I think that's east off Mount Moody. Or Moody Mountain or whatever. I can tell you a whole bunch of mountains it's not. It's not Washington. It's not Katahdin. Yeah, this trail is really hairy right here. What a great tree. You don't often see too many trees like this up at the summit. Nice and tall and strong. That's pretty cool. Well, folks, I'm gonna double check, but I think we got just a couple feet more, and then we've reached the summit. Yes, indeed. Well, kind of anticlimactic. No sign, no geological survey or anything like that, but there's the summit. So, hope you loved it. Time is 1:12. And the temperature is 58 degrees even, so that was a climb from Sawyer Brook, 1.3 miles up to Mount Moody. That terrain was pretty mild by Maine standards, I would say. I've definitely seen worse in the first, couple dozen miles of Maine, so it was a decent little indication, but there's a whole lot of Maine that's a whole lot worse than that, so. All right, well, that's it. Thanks so much for checking in. If you do want to see the rest of my daily vlogs from the thru-hike of the Appalachian Trail, you can find those over at travelinbeat. Just search for travelinbeat. That's me. Today, again, is day 136 as those vlogs go. So, yeah, I'll wipe my nose. Thanks so much for watching. I'll check in with you all next time.